What's up everyone, welcome back to Pole Position Sim Racing. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing and a little overview of the SP Pro load cell pedals from Simnet Racing. Let's get into it. So at the very top we got some foam insert. Got your elastometers. They sent me a little extra RGB strip, it looks like, along with the grounding wire and necessary tool. You have your USB to USB-B port cable and all your rest of your hardware and necessary tools. This is your control box. Got your power, RGB strip, ground wire, USB, and to connect to the third-party base or Fanatec as they just recently revealed. Over here, your input for your clutch, brake, and throttle, and then your haptics as well. This unboxing is just the pedals. I'm waiting on my haptics to get here tomorrow. Start off right away. This is the brake pedal that they have. You have a 50 Newton meter hydraulic damper, if you can see that in there, along with a spring. You have multiple points of adjustment right here. Adjust over here. Looks like you can adjust the angles right there as well with the spin adjustment on the tension and actual pedal angle itself down here, along with an adjustable face. So this has a 20 Newton meter damper in it. Again, you have your spring adjustment, angle adjustment of the pedal, damper adjustment, and the actual adjustment for the spring itself as far as angle goes. And again, front pedal face adjustment, along with the end stop, like the max throw of it. I'm sorry, that was your gas, this is your clutch, and this right here is your brake. So then, in here, you have a 100 Newton meter dampener, along with your 3 elastometers, with your bushing holders or spacers, and 1 spring. And then this is adjustable down here, along with the damper adjustment up and down. And there is a preload adjustment on here as well, with the nut up here. And you do have a 100 kilogram load cell pedal in here as well. You also have the front face adjustment as the other pedals do. So, after looking more at them a little bit closer, I had it backwards. This is actually your throttle with the 20 Newton meter damper here, but you do still have your adjustable pedal face, your adjustable angle for the spring throw itself, your angle for the damper itself, this pre-tension adjustment as well, along with pedal angle, and the actual how far you want your throw for your throttle press. And that actually does feel really good and pretty stiff as it is already. Everything is 3mm stainless steel, all CNC'd. Getting into your clutch, it's the same style. You still have an adjustable faceplate with your adjustable angle right here, as well as the preload tension on the spring. Same thing with the dampener adjustment and the pedal angle adjustment itself. And this has a 50Nm dampener in it as well, like I said. The brake, as mentioned before, you have your face adjustment. You have a preload tension here on your elastometer rod. You have your dampener angle adjustment and then your pedal angle adjustment itself. You could also adjust the throw of it, but depending on how your pedal's set up, you may not want to do that because you might not ever get down to adequate braking force. These are the softest elastometers that they have that come with it currently. When you look into the kit here, I'll pull them out. You have your blues and your reds. I'll just pull one out of each. The blues are the mediums, the reds are the stiffest ones of all. Inside here, it's hard to see, better that you see on this side. You do have a metal, it looks like just a spacer in there that I would call it, basically to make sure that it doesn't completely squish itself down and possibly lose its form. It does have that in all the spare ones that I've seen. I haven't taken this apart yet to see if it's in these as well. I'm hoping that what that does is prevents that little bit of easing off of the brake that you get from using a load cell with the elastometers normally. Like in the P1000s, if you're using a full elastometer setup, when you do apply full force to it, the elastometers tend to ease off of it and your pressure drops off before you actually release it with your foot. So maybe that's what that will relieve. Another thing is, even though these do come with the dampeners in them, you can take them out and they are fully functional without them, as stated on their site at least. The overall construction and the packaging that I received does remind me a lot of what I've seen from the Simagic Pro pedals, especially with this little control box that they have here. Almost kind of reminds me of a VNM pedal setup as well, but I have yet to try either one of those, just going off of appearances. And we're back down to this camera. So just a few little oversights and a few little first thoughts that I have after taking them out the box for the first time. I am liking the construction of them. This is all 3mm plus stainless steel CNC cut. I do like the little extra control box that they have and all the added touches with the powder coating. I am curious to see how the powder coating holds up after making some adjustments with all the bolts. But the black with the polished silver, it gives a nice aesthetic to it. As I mentioned earlier, the little control box, you do have a port on here for the third party. They did recently announce that that third party port is actually able to be used to connect to a Fanatec base and connect directly to Fanlab with the pedals and everything. I am not sure if that will allow you access to use the haptics through Fanlab, or if it'll give access to have use on, say, a PS5 if you're using it through a Fanatec PS5 base. That's definitely something we should look into in the future. Look-wise, they do resemble the Simagic Pro pedals. That was the first thing that I thought when I first saw them online. I'm not too sure on the price point of those, but I do know that if you were to get these fully loaded with the base plate that you'll see in the next video, along with the 3 haptics and the power supply as well, you're looking at about $450. Yes, they're definitely nowhere near an entry-level set at terms, I guess, but definitely more towards an entry-level set of load cell pedals, especially from what I can see of this quality. I would not be upset if this was my first set of load cell pedals. I'm definitely impressed that I was able to get so much for so little, considering that for just the 3 pedals themselves, without any haptics or base plate, if you do have an aluminum extrusion rig or just something that you can mount the pedals to, you're out the door for under $300. From what I'm seeing here, you get 3 hydraulic dampers. If you were to go through VNM, you'd be looking at $160 just for the dampener add-ons that they sell for those pedals for the 3 pieces. And with this, you have a 100 kilogram load cell, a 100 Newton meter hydraulic dampener on it, a 3-stage clutch system with a 50 Newton meter dampener on it. You have a multiple adjustment throttle pedal. Every single pedal has an angle adjustment on it, which I can honestly say my P1000s do not have for being pedals that are worth over $500. I'm very impressed with these. I can't lie. I'm excited to see how they hold up. I'm excited to see how they do work on the sim. But for now, that's lights out. Let's go race. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. This is Pole Position Sim Racing, and I'll see you in the next one.